Do you miss This Is Us? Do you miss doing it, or it was just so long? You've been you've been there, done it. It was really long days, hard work. Do you miss it at all? No, not really.
I miss the. Look, that's a tricky question. Because,
sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I don't want to say I don't miss it, because that makes it seem like it's not as
rewarding.
It wasn't as big of a part of my life as it was. It was a massive part of my life. It changed everything for me, honestly. And I miss the people.
Yeah.
I miss the people. I miss Kevin. I miss playing the character, I guess. Do I miss the show? We did so much on that show that I'm so proud of. We touched so many topics, hot topics that are relevant, depression, sexuality, addiction, divorce, death, everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I don't know if I miss it, or I'm just so proud of it, and I look at it as something that I accomplished, that from beginning to end. And now you can just kind of look at it and go, wow, that was really amazing. I'm kind of just enjoying my life right now, honestly.
That's great.
This amazing.
Do you have a proud moment, like a moment for your character, for your show, or that you look back and go, okay, that's the touch point, that's the touchstone, that's what
I'm proud of. I think everybody, when we started the show, everyone was so talented and just really great at what they were doing. And if you look at where everyone went, these are really talented, world-class actors. And if you look at where we ended up,
yes,
6 years is a grind. I enjoyed going to work every single day. I love these people. And from the beginning until the very end, everyone gave their all. There were no days off. There was not one moment where you look, it was like a team, right? And you go, hey, that we might have lost that game, but there wasn't one moment where someone took their eye off the ball. Mistakes happen for sure. But the effort was there from beginning to end. No one waned. That never. So I'm proud of that overall. And then just the journey of the character. I love the way Dan Fogelman wrote this character, where he's going through all this turmoil, and so often this will happen on TV, and then by the end of the episode or by the end of the season, that character's fine and back to normal and everything's great. He didn't do that with Kevin, which I think that's more like what you go through in real life. There's not always a happy ending right around the corner.
Yes.
And so for years he was going through this thing, and then he relapsed and he'd go through it again, which is life. And I appreciated that. And as you know, I'm friends with Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf was amazing. Came to the writer's room and just spilled. The guy's incredible. I mean,
well, I know. I mean, he sits in this chair quite frequently.
He's great at that too.
He's got a few dates coming up in August.
He's
in this
great at that too. Yeah. So
he came to the writers' room, huh?
Yeah, and sat down and gave his story, which he didn't have to do any of that. It was not like we're paying him. He just did that out of the kindness of his own heart, and for his love of the show. And I'll never forget that. He was amazing.
Have you run into anybody who just shares their story with you because it has mirrored
all the tons? It happens to me every time I leave my house.
No kidding.
Yeah, and I love it.
I bet.
I'm not a therapist at all, but
right.
I certainly can look at someone and listen to their story and help them in that way, I guess. But it's nice. It's pretty amazing. You set out to do what you want in life, and for me it was be an actor, and it was so it's not going to happen, but I'm going to try.
Yeah.
And then it happens, and you're like, wow, this is happening. And then you get a show like This Is Us. I never in a million years thought that I would be part of something that was that special to so many people. So,
how'd you get it?
Yeah, I miss it.
How'd you get it? How'd you get it? Did you?
I auditioned.
That's just that simple?
I auditioned, and my friend Michael Rady calls me and says, have you read this Dan Fogelman pilot?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I got it. It's called Pitch. It's the baseball one. He goes, no, there's another one. I don't. He goes, do you know him? And I go, I know of him. And he goes, I think he wrote you in the show. You have to read this. So he sent me the script. My friend Michael Rady's an actor. He was going out or he got the script somehow. And I go in, and I'm flipping through the script, and I see it's Jack, right? And I'm looking at I'm like, oh my God, I'm Jack. He does know me. I'm Jack. And then I flipped like 3 or 4 or 5 more pages, and I go, oh, I'm Kevin. Oh crap. I got to get my together because I'm Kevin. and I was laughing, but I was also like, wow, is that what people, right. Wow. So then I went in and I auditioned, and it was this really long, sad monologue that I turned funny. I thought it was funny. And they liked what I did. And,
okay.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah.